our futures, are intrinsically connected to one another, as the profound challenges to mankind, such as climate change, are globally interconnected and require collaborative responses.
Have you talked to Will?
Not yet.
No, I haven't seen him yet. Tonight, no.
Are you there for him? Because I know he may need you tonight. He may need you, especially if he looked nervous when he walked by.
Well, good. He should be.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, it's a lot of emotions. This is a long time, well, I think a long time coming for him. And it's a lot of emotion. It's probably all welling up in him right now.
Since this was the slap heard around the world last night and has broken the internet, I thought...
Your Excellency, are you ready for a new world order?
Now, I know to do what we do, you got to be able to take abuse. You got to be able to have people talk crazy about you. In this business, you got to be able to have people disrespecting you. And you got to smile and you got to pretend like that's okay. But Richard Williams, and what I loved, thank you, D. Denzel said to me a few minutes ago, he said, at your highest moment, be careful, that's when the devil comes for you.
Leonardo DiCaprio. This is the first Oscar and sixth nomination for Leonardo DiCaprio.
Climate change is real. It is happening right now. It is the most urgent threat facing our entire species, and we need to work collectively together and stop procrastinating. We need to support leaders around the world who do not speak for the big polluters or the big corporations, but who speak for all of humanity, for the indigenous people of the world, for the billions and billions of underprivileged people.
Thank you, Professor Klaus Schwab, Hilda Schwab, and the World Economic Forum for this generous award. Your recognition of my work for my foundation and our partners across the globe is a true honor.
Oscar's sponsor, Pfizer, coincidentally embraced the market cure for alopecia. Sounds very suspicious.
When the devil comes at you, maybe it's because you're trying to do something right.
Or at the very least, shell-shocked and out to lunch. Yeah, don't buy the hype. Which brings us back to Will, Agent Smith, Baphomet Men in Black, and that show-stopping slap that took center stage while the world went to hell in an empty handbasket. We really don't need all of the slow-mo scrutiny.
Since this was the slap heard around the world last night and has broken the internet, I thought...
Snooze-making think pieces, pompous punditry, the ferocious gender war, fights in the blackosphere, or curated celebrity commentary. None of that is necessary. You see, the Prince of Darkness, everyone hates Chris, and dishy, dodgy man boobs Denzel told us everything we need to know, both on the big night, yes, and immediately afterwards, yes. Yes, about this opposite sign, controlled opposition, yes, and Libra is the opposite of Aries. We're in Aries season, yes, and Wilhelmina, just like all-powerful Putin, the man who can cause inflation all by himself, yes, Will and powerful Putin are both, of course, Sun Librans. Oh yeah, but anyway, yes, Will, he told us everything we needed to know with the body language, the costumes, the carefully crafted confessions afterwards. The devil gonna get you. You have to pay. You have to tolerate all sorts of abuse. Yeah. Yes. Yeah, they just told us everything we needed to know. I mean, Chris, you shouldn't have leaned in. Yeah, you were doing good. You're like, shock. He just slapped the shit out of me. But you leaned in. Anyway, you'll know for next time. Yeah. Your concerts sold out. Wasn't that the point? Yes, they told us everything we needed to know. At least those of us with a critical mind and a discerning eye.
Have you talked to Will?
Not yet.
No, I haven't seen him yet. Tonight, no.
Are you there for him? Because I know he may need you tonight. He may need you, especially if
he looked nervous when he walked by. Well, good. He should be.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, it's a lot of emotions. This is a long time, well, I think a long time coming for him. And it's a lot of emotion. It's probably all welling up in him right now.
Since this was the slap heard around the world last night and has broken the internet, I thought
When the devil comes at you, maybe it's because you're trying to do something right. And for whatever reason, the devil got a hold of him, of that circumstance.
Oh, man. Richard Williams was a fierce defender of his family. Now, I know to do what we do, you got to be able to take abuse. You got to be able to have people talk crazy about you. In this business, you got to be able to have people disrespecting you. And you got to smile and you got to pretend like that's okay. But Richard Williams, and what I loved, thank you, D. Denzel said to me a few minutes ago, he said, at your highest moment, be careful, that's when the devil comes for you.
OSCARS sponsor, Pfizer, coincidentally embraced the market cure for alopecia. Sounds very suspicious.
Thank you, Professor Klaus Schwab, Hilda Schwab, and the World Economic Forum for this generous award. Your recognition of my work for my foundation and our partners across the globe is a true honor.
Leonardo DiCaprio. This is the first Oscar and sixth nomination for Leonardo DiCaprio.
Climate change is real. It is happening right now. It is the most urgent threat facing our entire species, and we need to work collectively together and stop procrastinating. We need to support leaders around the world who do not speak for the big polluters or the big corporations, but who speak for all of humanity, for the indigenous people of the world, for the billions and billions of underprivileged people.
Thank you to Satan for giving me inspiration on how to play this role.
Now here you can see there are boom microphones there. CNN is here, ABC Network is here, some of the other networkers here are here, in addition to Inside Edition and some of the other national networks coming out to cover this story. Now folks here, they are lining up to get inside of this show, and they're waiting to see how Chris Rock is going to address that slap. Now, we spoke to some folks in line a little bit earlier who told me that they paid $30 a ticket to get inside here tonight. Now they're going for $1,000, give or take.
Pfizer, together with the stupid 19 jab, partner BioNTech, was a major sponsor of Sunday's Oscars award ceremony, a broadcast that unexpectedly shone an unmissable spotlight on the hair loss disease alopecia. in one heck of a coincidence, Pfizer just happened to be in a race for market dominance of its soon-to-be released cure for, you guessed it, alopecia. After all this happened, we find this out. In the world of pharmaceutical marketing and advertising, Pfizer's sponsorship of the 2022 Oscars was a big deal. The drug maker wouldn't disclose what it spent on the sponsorship, but bio news source Fierce figured that that Pfizer paid at least several million for the spot. That's a lot of darn money. But a Pfizer spokesperson told Fierce that Pfizer and BioNTech are proud to support the Oscars, and we are heartened to see the film industry gather in person and alongside fans to celebrate the talent and artistry produced during the past year. Basically taking credit for the event being held in person again. Of course they're going to take that credit.
And as for that sister triggering alopecia on suing argument, yes, which just happened to coincide with the Pfizer's development of a new alopecia treatment. Coincidence is not a cosmic word. Yep. Well, I'm pushing 57 and I've seen it all. Yeah. And here's my thing. I love hair. Yeah. And I ain't never seen no alopecia, yeah, result in a holler as all hell, follicle-filled G.I. Jane buzz cut. Sorry, never seen it, yep. And shout out to the Sun-Kissed sisters who I know for sure will back me up in this. Back me up in the comment section. You ever seen a full head of follicles on an alopecia victim? But, well, okay. So that hot ticket deserves a whole video of its own. I'll dig it up and post it for y'all in Sonya style. So like, comment, and subscribe, please. Now, don't misunderstand me. I get it, girls. I get it. We are so tired of these boule backstabbers and coons clowning the sisters. Yep. Especially about our hair. And we will never, ever, not never, forgive Everybody Hates Chris for that mockumentary that was good hair.
Have a layaway plan. So you can lay away the weed. That's right. Have you ever put your hand through a black woman's hair? Hell no, not a black woman.
You just don't touch it. Do not touch my weave.
No. Does your wife let you touch her hair?
The question is, do I let her touch mine?
Has anybody ever tried to steal your hair?
No.
If you see some black women, just run the other way. What I really wanted to know, if I could make any money selling black hair. Black hair! Would you like to buy some black hair?
They don't want to look like, alpha cut like this. You make sure the hair's straight, look more natural.
So my nappy hair is not worth anything.
Good hair.
My advice for men when they're making love to women.
We all saluted that, slap down, fake or not. And yes, the long overdue defense of your black woman, your wife, was a good look. But don't get lost in the gaslight, not when we're knee-deep in the fight for survival, sisters, no. That sellout she-man got her coin, and the Fresh Prince pantomime, yeah, that pantomime is not going to trickle down to the dusty dudes in the street who are dispatching our daughters at an hourly rate. We've been punked. Speaking of the boule and black Oscar winners, watch out for my upcoming Black Oscars boule and Hollywood humiliation video. It's on its way. We'll get into how Hollywood just can't seem to manage to bestow an Oscar on a black, aka indigenous American actor or actress without demanding that they do double duty in the humiliation stakes. Interesting. I mean, just for starters, Hallie had to get run through. Now, couldn't give it to Dobby Dandridge. Oh, no. Had to get ran through by Billy Bomb. Yep, in Monsters Ball to get one. About April, all about April. Okay, the dates to watch for. Well, actually, you need to stay on red alert for the entire Aries season. Entire decade, actually. But keep an especially keen eye on the current fallout from that explosive Mars-Saturn conjunction. That revved up the rage and the resistance. And Venus entered perplexing Pisces on April 5th. A fact that the cabal will no doubt be capitalizing on to conspire further and consolidate their underhand alliances. But which conversely might just bless we the people with a renewed spirit of camaraderie, more belief in ourselves, and together with the enlightenment and strategic planning courtesy of Mercury in Aries, sextile Mars and Saturn, in rebellious Aquarius and squaring up to Pluto. And of course, most importantly of all, D-Day, April the 12th, when the cataclysmic connect between the giants, Jupiter and Neptune, conjunct at 23 degrees Pisces, becomes exact. As I said before, here's one I made earlier, Zeus's illuminating lightning bolt of truth versus Poseidon's, unpredictable Poseidon's, waving his tricky trident that has the potential for either the ultimate spiritual elevation or a tsunami of deceit, deception, and devastation. Yes. So, the demonic cabal are going full-blown extra, throwing everything except the kitchen sink at us to cause the maximum chaos and depopulation casualties, while to cloak their continued creation of their new world order. Yes, order out of chaos. That's old chestnut. The astro agents and amateur hour pop astrologers are promising all manner of enlightenment and hopium, just like they were at 22/02/2022, the big portal, when all we got was a declaration of war, so-called invasion of the Ukraine. That was the big moment. Yes, I feel the same way about this. It's either going to be the Great Awakening, or the Great Gaslight, but either way, the Great Awakening has to go head-to-head with the cataclysmic economic collapse.
How does Russia respond to this? By shutting off oil and gas to Europe, and remember, Europe needs 40% of its oil and gas from Russia. Russia also asks for transactions to be settled either in ruble or gold or any non-dollar asset. Now this, as expected, has caused massive price as well as supply disruptions to the Western markets. It is also a threat to the monetary system that's been in place for the last 50 plus years. On Crux Decode this week, how Vladimir Putin's mission in Ukraine puts an end to the petrodollar.
And you all need to get prepared right now. We are almost out of time, for the clash of the titans, the tsunami of change as we transition from the old age and crash land into the new age of Aquarius. For real. One more time. Will it be their great reset or ours? Choose this day whom you serve and where you stand. Stay safe. Keep it cosmic. Blessings. Come on over to Sonya's Stars and Soul for Uncensored.